No, that looks fine. Okay. You get the new bodies for going for water? No, not the new ones. I need to go and spend a bunch of it. Okay. That looks good. But it's definitely lower. Oh, I hate this so much. Maybe this is higher. Is this whole side higher? But then that would have to mean the other side is higher because they're connected. Are you higher? I hate this. No, I think they're the same. Nah, these are the same. Okay, these are the same. The wall's facing the wrong way. Okay, let's fix that. Okay. That's left. All right, so we want the left sides to line up. This one. That is good. That looks good. But we're instantly not... Oh, wait, no. We're perfect at the top right now. Okay. Construction Co. Yeah, dude. Oh, that wall's backwards. Yes, but that's just cosmetic. It's fine. Whoops. Okay. So, now that that's up, let's put these top ones on, and hopefully this time we're good. There's that. There's that. Bro, I'm going to burn the building down. I am going to burn the building down. I'm gonna burn the whole thing down. What is going on here? Why is this happening? For some reason, it is not lining these pieces up. And the problem is if they don't line up properly, then it may not water seal the base properly. Let's do this. Let's do this. I want to see what happens when we build it from these squares. Okay. See, that's freaking perfect. Look at that. So that side lines up okay. So let's try it with the wall. So we know it can line up. Right now I want the wall left. Okay. There it is. All right, butter. Butter. Okay, so now if I copy this. Okay. Okay, why was that? I'm like passing down the issue. I wonder if this whole side is off by a little bit, and that's why this whole thing has been messing up. I think that might be what's going on. I think that might be what's going on. No, I don't trust any of this anymore. I don't trust any of this anymore, chat. Nope. Okay. Rebuild. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. Okay, those are all rock solid. Let's make it like a rock solid core. 200 hours later. I know, right? Thankfully the building, dude, the building in this, they did a great job. How slick it is. It feels real good. And it's real easy. One of the reasons I like this game so much. All right. This is now all connected and perfectly flat where it should be. Those are weirdly a little off, but no, I think that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So this center column is good. We are good. All right. So first things we're going to do is put this one, and this one. Great. Oh, wait. Did we flatten it out? Oh, no, we flattened it out because we just went straight up here, which we can do again. Okay, cool. We're good. All right, next up, we're going to do, this is the right side one. Okay. Boom. Boom. We're going to do the left one. Down to here. Boom. Boom. Wait. Oh, I forgot one down there. Whoops. Already messing it up, chat. Already messing it up. I don't even know why I'm trying. You know? Don't even know. Don't even know. Okay. So now we're going to go here. Go to the... They're reversed. Okay. Boom. All right. So. Great. Next up. Corner push. Right here. Okay, we can't put that anywhere else than where we're putting it. Great. Next. What wall do we want to put here? We'll do one of these. So we're going to do this. Right? And we're going to go up here. Do I want it to flare out up to here? I mean, we could. No, I don't think it would make it back. We could put the whole bridge up, though. Let's keep it like this for now. Let's keep it like this for now and see how it looks. Might come back and rebuild it in a bit, but that's okay. Well, actually, you know what we could do? Ooh. Okay, let's see if this is actually going to work. Okay. So this will tell us in a big way if this is going to work. I'll just die of thirst real quick if no one minds. Insufficient stability, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so we're looking better. We're looking better. Let's get some water real quick. Oh. I can't... Really? Okay. Great. There's all of that. Let's go ahead and extract some more. So we are totally good on us. Oh, I'm very fat right now. Because I'm fat. I'm fat. You know it. Really fat. Mm-hmm. How are we living this fine Friday? Doing great, man. How you doing? It is quite the baller day. That we can do it one more time at least. All right, let's go over here. Damn. There's another 100 processing. Okay. There's another 48 of that. Chunga-sing along. All right, let's do a little bit more building here, and then we got to go out and do another big spice run. Didn't get quite as much done as I wanted to since we figured out this new way to do this. But that's okay. I think this will be pretty fly, but we'll figure it out. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Great. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and seal this up here. Oh, no, 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 no. There it is. Great. Cool. Okay. Awesome. You think eventually there'll be a server swap purchase or option? Not sure. Maybe. Here we go. Awesome. Okay, is this the right way? This is the right side. I think that's right. I hope it's right. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Okay. Now for the test TM. Right, here we go. If this all works, I will be so happy. Let's see. Watch us do all this and it's still not going to line up. To be fair, it's going to be funny if that happens. I will laugh at least. And then I'll be sad. Oh my god, it doesn't line up. Unbelievable. I don't even. Like, I don't. You can see right there. I don't know, dude. That's wild. We built the entire thing. I got nothing, dude. I got nothing. Is the other way the way the same too? Let's see. I'm so confused by this, man. This is the only set of pieces where there's like any problem like this. Here we go. Could that one? No, these can't go anywhere. Here, let me see. Could that do something? Doubtful. Doubtful. Okay. You think bingo? You think so? Hmm. Oh, you don't want that. Nope, still doing it. Yeah. Okay, we'll keep it up top. Oh, do not build the triangles first. It'll likely result in a gap. Okay, that's fine. I mean, as long as we still get the seal, that's all I care about the most. So that's my biggest thing. We're going to have to see if it actually does it or not. I don't know if it's going to. What am I building right now? Not sure. We'll see in a minute. Oh, even here there's a drop. Interesting. You know what? Let's make that solid. That's going to look good solid. Also flow really well with the rest of this. Mm-hmm. Take it. Okay, so if we go in here, I'm not even... oh, sheltered. Okay, I'm sheltered. All right. Oh, look at that. Even right. Is it you? Are you the piece causing problems? I think it's this one. I think this is the piece causing problems. Oh, see, that time it just flattened in like that. See how this one is kind of sticking out? And you see how this one is flat against it? It's totally this piece. This piece is the problem. So if we get this piece to go flat in, I think the rest will then do it. But we just need to get this piece to go in properly. Like that. See, now it's flat. Well, damn. And see, when that one was off, all these other ones were off too. And that's what caused this problem. We figured it out! Oh, look. Look. So, how do we put that in properly? I think that the wall is lined up. So how do we sync this? There's got to be a way we can like look at it or something, or because it worked on the other one. Square part first, you think? I don't think it's the square part. Square roof to line it up first? Oh, you're saying so do it like this. You're saying go like this. Well, the right one. And then we can line it up based on that. Yeah, I like that idea. Good call. Oh. In... What? That's where I want it. I want it there.
Good show.
That is so weird. I mean, oh. Wait, am I getting stability issues just here? Oh. But wait, so if we do this... Hold on. Maybe able to make this work a little bit. Bastard. We could make this shorter though, I think. You know what we could do? Maybe we can do that same premise, just going the other direction. So if this is the proper way to set it, can we do it here? See, there it is. That's when it's lined up properly, but... There! There! Yes! Okay. Great. Alright, so now I can do this. I think the only thing I can do at this point is just tear it down and start over from the foundations. I think you're right. I think that's it. I think that's really all we can do at this point. Oh my god, it all worked. Look at that. We did it. We did it. And I think now it's all lined up. Took us a little bit, chat, but we got there. Thanks for hanging tight while we fix that up. Okay. Oh god. Moon Eye Plays.
5 years, and everyone wonderful, perfectly fulfill the happy, helpful and respectful people claim. Thank you, Cohh, mods and chat.
Very nice, you buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. So we're going to have some stability issues. But what we can do, actually, is we can build up around this outside. And I think when we do that, we'll be able to get some stuff in there. Get some more stability up there. We could also bring up a pillar if you wanted to, which would also work. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, I'm almost out of plastone? No. Oh, man. Woo. Well, this turned into quite a thing, didn't it? Huh. Jeez. About to die? Yeah, it's fine. We're good. Ye of the littlest faith, chat. Nice. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm completely out, aren't I? Damn. There's so much more to do. But we have to go to the other base. First, we're going to do that deep desert run I've been talking about doing. Let's go get more spice. We need spice. Let's go do a big spice run. This time, let's bring our arc thing. That'd be nice. Bring actually, you know, our harvester, maybe. Possibly. Probably a still tent, too. We'll refill the water before we go. But actually, I may have some plastone here. Nope, we're good. Okay. Copter fuel? I think so. Is this base a prefab? Yes. As in pre-fabulous. Ayo. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Let's go. Ooh. That's gonna look good when it's done. Yeah, man. What we can do. I think I only have the granite for this.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
It doesn't line up. I was gonna say maybe we could make these. What if the Atreides one lines up better? I hope it does. Because then we could make some sick looking like supports. That looks better. Yeah, that looks better. You maybe work with that. That looks, yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then we could like half wall it. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll experiment that with more of that later. Yep.
Sector weather. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Thanks, Mom. We should probably go. Do you plan to have a dev on drop frames for an interview now that you played so much Dune? I don't know. That'd be fun. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Meow. Hey, Guildies, do we have any spice farming operations going right now? Boop. Bum 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 bum. Ah, Bluey, I appreciate it. It's got a long way to go. Oh no. Okay. I left one in I-5 after filling up with 50k spice. It's been a while, but it still may be out there. Okay. Gonna head that way. Hopefully we will find something else before then, but let's start heading out that way. All right. You are left in suspense. You are. All of you are. I want nothing more than to suspense you. Alexander, always. This one has got me hooked. Do you enjoy the PvE in Dune building over the PvP? I do. Yes, Alexander, I am a huge fan of the PvE in this game. I have not done too much of the PvP, but I am planning on getting more involved with it as they update it and stuff. Unfortunately, I think the more time goes on, and especially after the last AMA, I think what's become abundantly clear is that their vision for what the deep desert is not in the game right now. There's not enough mechanics in the game to guide players to the gameplay loops that they're wanting them to participate in the deep desert. And I think it's going to take them really kind of reorienting a little bit, maybe, what they really fundamentally want from this. Because here's the thing. What they want is a PvP experience. And let me put it bluntly, that's looking at this completely wrong. I don't feel like that's how they should look at this. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is they should allow for a PvP area that instead of makes players PvP, that adds to the already awesome immersion that this game offers. So basically, if players want PvP, give them the avenue to get that in a far more controlled and organized way. And more importantly, utilize the deep desert and the PvP to give players that don't want to do PvP a way to interface with it. What do I mean by that? Imagine if a solo player could go into the PvP zone and there's a base in the PvE area. And in that base, they could hire other players to guard them while they go out and do stuff. And then there would be in-game ways to make sure that that actually happened and wasn't abused. So it's like all of a sudden a PvE player is going into the PvP zone and like maybe he hires good people. Maybe some people get, you know, known well in your world for being great Sherpas. Maybe that's what the third faction does. Maybe the third faction, like, it, you know, is going to be... But okay, that's one idea. Second idea. PvE players go into the deep desert. There is something PvE players can build or do that PvP players want. PvE players then trade whatever they farmed to the PvP players, and the PvP players trade them T6 resources. So it's like, set up a system where solo players can farm for the PvEers. The PvPers can go off and fight each other. The solo players get the resources they need. The PvPers are still fighting, so they're happy. The PvE doesn't need to fight, so they're happy too. So, like, the problem, I think, with this game is they have this perspective where they're like, we want everyone to participate in PvP in the end game. Sort of. They want it to be a revolving around that PvP. But there's just not enough interesting and immersive systems to facilitate anything outside of click other player and try to get his HP to 0 first. And there could be so many interesting forms of, like, ways to facilitate that aren't just go find somebody, kill them, and loot their stuff. You know what I mean? So I really hope they explore that, man, because this world is really, really interesting, and there's so many immersive angles that they could take to do it, or they could do with it. It'd be just, oh, it'd be awesome. I also love the idea of them, in almost an MMO fashion, making a system where Let Me Solo Hers could thrive. Like, imagine a system where people could literally, like, be known, be ranked on their server for how well they protect other people when they're out doing stuff in the DD. Like, known bounty protectors. That would be the coolest thing. That sounds a bit like what SWTOR did for PvP and PvE. I don't know what SWTOR did. In regards to what we're talking about. But yeah, the big thing is just like, I want to see more, like, they're for the vision they want for this game, there's just simply not enough in it to facilitate it. They're wanting something. They want the players to do something, but the players don't have any reason to do it currently. So they need to much better carrot on a stick players to that stuff. I can't wait to see what they're going to come up with. I hope some of it's going to be in the patch in July, because we will definitely see. I also think they need to figure out some way for on-feet player to not allow planes around them, because this whole, like, rockets first ground thing is getting real old. Like, I feel like they need to have some kind of, like, device or area or thing in the game that makes it so ornithopters can't fly around a certain area, and then they need to put PvP objectives inside that. Maybe underground. They could do that, like, underground or inside mountains and stuff. Yeah, basically the idea would be they want PvP to take place around locations, but right now all the locations are just kind of sitting outside in the open, the control points. So there's no reason for people to have to worry about. And see, they've got all other sorts of other things to worry about in this game, because, like, another thing to think about is you can store your scout copter but nothing else. So if you can store your scout copter and nothing else, why would you ever go out here? Oh man, I hate saying this, but they need to make it so you can't store a scout copter in DD. They need to change that. Yeah, they need to make it so you can't store a chopper. Because I just realized that's just gonna make things so convoluted as time goes on. I hate saying it, but, like, that kind of has to change. Because then the only way that could change is if you could maybe not store it with rockets. Maybe that. Maybe if you can't store it with rockets, I think that might be fair. Maybe. Cognition says explain. So what I'm thinking about is let's think about what they want the players to do, what they talk to us about. They want the players to go out into the desert, and they said in the AMA, they want them to, they want there to be control points or points of interest that the players are drawn to, and then the PvP kind of naturally comes from that, right? But here's the problem. If you did any of that stuff underground or inside of something, then you would have to leave your copters on the surface, which no one wants to do. But then, if no one wants to do that, everyone's going to bring a scout ornithopter in a vehicle return thing, because you'd be crazy to bring something and leave it outside, right? So then you get into this weird situation to where it's like, is the only thing you can use to move around in DD supposedly a scout thopter that you can put in your hand thing if they want to encourage any kind of on-foot PvP? That's like a design issue. Like, that's a big design issue. Because that's going to influence if people even want to get in a fight. You know? Why would you ever want to risk your incredibly expensive ornithopter? You know? So that brings in the either all or nothing. Do you store all your stuff, or is there like a safe zone for vehicles or something? But I don't know, man. That's like, again, that's a whole different can of worms. And the answer to all these questions is completely dependent on what design philosophy Funcom wants from the PvP. So, like I said, this all goes back to what I'm about to say. I'm super interested in seeing what they're gonna do because there's so many different directions they could take it. Bro, are you just chilling? What's going on here? Can I have a nibble? I just want a nibble of your spine. Berta Hermie says they've already strongly hinted that the game was at least a little rushed out the door at the end. They mentioned in the AMA that the story was split up for time. I'm hoping that the end vision TM is very different than what we currently have. Oh, dude. No, I mean, like, 100% real talk. If you think the PvP system in this game is any kind of an end vision, like, the PvP is barely in this game. And it's literally the end game. So, no, of course. I mean, they're calling this kind of a... They're kind of leaning into the live service aspect. Like, don't worry, we're still deving it. It's a live service. So, oh. Dude, this guy's not leaving. But, you know, so that's kind of the angle. But what that means is essentially it's unfinished. That's what that means. Like, anytime you hear a dev extol the benefits of a live service, all they're really doing is telling you what they got now ain't done. That's basically all they're saying. So, I'm going to give this worm another minute here, and then I think I'm going to... You have to use thumpers for this? Do you? I've done these in the past and haven't had to. I'm going to try to get some. Another thing I think this game desperately needs is a way to participate and play in PvP without having to risk all of your gear, equipment, weapons, and vehicles. Like, it needs some kind of arena or simulator or something, because, like, I'd love to try Ornithopter PvP with rocket pods and stuff. That sounds really fun. No way I'm risking any of my shit as a solo player. You kidding me? So I would love for there to be some kind of some way to do PvP where I can, you know, if I die, it's not a huge deal. That'd be really fun. Hopefully one day. They did mention in the AMA that they're thinking of stuff similar to that, so it'd be cool. You don't lose your gear in PvP. In fact, if you pocket your Thopter... Well, no, the biggest thing I'm concerned about is having my Thopter get destroyed. That's my biggest concern. I don't want to lose my Thopter. Granted, I can just make another one, but still. I don't want it. Hey, Echo Art, how you been? You can pocket it? Can you pocket it out of the sky after you get... Well, I mean, the problem is I'd want to fight in it, though. Like, I don't... It would get hurt. Hey, Dave. Dave is hungry. Hungry Dave. Get all the spice. Mm-hmm. All right. Man, this place is really rich. Getting a lot of spice here. Boop boop.
Seek fluid intake.
I will. Thank you. Hmm. Hey, Dave.